Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Drawing Down the Stars. I'm Snappy, and thank you for joining me tonight for our live tarot session on today, July 1st, Canada Day. Happy holidays to all who are celebrating and to all my fellow Canadians out there. As you may notice, I'm in a different surrounding and it probably sounds a bit echoey, so I apologize for that, but I am traveling for the holidays, but I still wanted to be here to join you all for our live tarot session. So before we begin, I'm just going to give everyone in the chat here a shout out. So shout out to Lisa. I'm glad you're excited. Good to see you. Valerie, lovely to see you. Nikosmas, Gandhi, Rob, love seeing you guys. And MeWeb, amazing to see you. Shout out to you all. Thank you guys for joining me. This is going to be beautiful. So I wanted to talk to start about just the astrology. And the astrology is very similar to how it was yesterday. Also, shout out to John P. Ryan and to Mother Rhea. Beautiful. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the astrology. I didn't mention this yesterday, but we did get this shift with the Taurus and Moon. But there's another important Taurus placement that this is really profoundly impacting that I didn't comment on, and that is we still have Taurus and Mars together. So with this Moon in Taurus, Mars and Taurus energy, what's this all about? Well, this is a profound transformative time. You know, Taurus is normally a slow-moving sign, a sign that is not about action, that is not about change, right? It's about stability, foundations, the earth, family, right? But in that position of Mars, this is that bull is making those movements. They're pushing forward and they're transforming their surroundings in a very methodical and well thought out way. And combine this with the Moon in Taurus, what I'm seeing here is you're connecting to that deep, profound, feminine energy here of the Moon. And with that Taurus energy, this is about connecting to that energy of stability, of looking for family, of looking for love, of looking for security, right? Combine that with Mars, what we're seeing is people are coming. They're seeking out that familial love, that comforting love, that physical, tangible love in the now. And this is what this energy is. So we really need to be and embrace this. Connect to your family. And now is the time to really build upon these kind of roots, to look at that foundation and what is it? Who are these people, right? We all need to go back to our roots or redefine our roots. You know, you can choose your family as well. You know, you don't have to stay put in anything. You can always grow and change. And with that Taurus Mars energy in that Moon, maybe this is a revelation that there needs to be a change. Maybe this is about moving towards love in a different way, right? Think about how this resonates with you. I opened up, since I'm on vacation, I only brought a couple books with me. And right now, Graham and I have been talking. We're going to be getting ready to do a series on Faust. So I brought my two Fausts with me, Goethe's Faust and Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus. And when I had grabbed this out of my suitcase, it just opened up to this page, Fortuna. So this to me was that magic chance, and I had to read it. And it just resonated so deeply with me. And this will resonate to some people for sure. So it says, he loves me, not. He loves me, not. He loves me. Ah, sweet child. The heavenly powers are talking to you with the tongue of flowers. So let it be. He loves you deep, ah, deep. The meaning seeks an answer in your heart. Isn't that beautiful? The message here is that the person you're thinking of loves you. And the question is, do you love them back? Right? And are you going to answer them with the heart? Isn't that profound energy for this Taurus placement? Right? That coming together in loving harmony and communication, right? Wow. Both connecting in this deep profundity, not waiting for the other, but coming towards each other, right? That's what Faust is telling to Margarita. He loves you, but do you love him, and are you going to go after him too? Beautiful. Love it. All right. we're now going to do a couple other books. So one book I wanted to do is, I'm here on vacation with my partner, and they gave me this book, Don Juan in Hell, to read from today. So this is going to be fun. This Don Juan, profound magic. This is a huge mythological character. We're going to get to another version of Don Juan in a second as well. This is Don Juan in Hell, is by Shaw. Right? I actually haven't read this, but Bernard Shaw is one of the most important playwrights of all time, right? So this should be interesting. For those of you who aren't aware of what the sortes is, it's a form of bibliomancy, where what we do is it's divination through literature. We invoke the power of the muses, and we ask them to guide our hand and to show us a message in flow, and to ask them to give us inspiration. So, what is the message today from Bernard Shaw and Don Juan in Hell? All right. Muses, guide my hand. How do we best move forward? Okay. I call on it to sympathize with joy, with love, with happiness, with beauty. I call on it to sympathize with joy, with love, with happiness, with beauty. Wow. That's our foundation energy, our Taurus energy, that familiar energy, in that extreme power of the four things, right? Joy, love, happiness, beauty. Wow. I call on you to sympathize, to connect to this. If there ever been a more direct pull to connect to your family and your deep people than this, I don't know. Sympathize with joy, with love, with happiness, with beauty, and connect to those energies. Look for the joy in your life. Look for the love in your life. Look for happiness and beauty. Where you find it is important. These things need to be sought out, right? Beautiful. What an amazing sortes. All right. While we're on our Don Juan kick, we're going to go to Lord Byron. And in this book here, the Selected Poetry and Letters, we have Byron's version of Don Juan. Maybe it'll turn up. We'll see. All right. Muses, guide my hand. What is the message from Byron? How do we best move and flow? Inspire us. Okay. And it, of course, is from Don Juan, because that makes up like 70% of this book. But they never till now had known the joys of drinking. They never till now had known the joys of drinking. Being in that Bacchic revelry, right? Connecting in that loving, joyous celebration of life, of fun, of frivolity, right? People often ask, what is the thing? What is the beauty of Dionysus? What is this? The Saturnalia, Christmas time, festivals, music events, coming together in this kind of loving, beautiful connection. Okay? It's really important. Love that. Love that. They never till now had known the joys of drinking. The joy of drinking is connecting with others, of letting loose, of being silly, right? Losing one's inhibition. The joy of being fun and being with friends. Love it. All right. We're going to continue now to Marlowe's Dr. Faustus. All right. Muses, guide my hand. What is the message from Dr. Faustus? Okay. Whose fiendful fortune may exhort the wise only to wonder at unlawful things, whose deepness doth entice such forward wits to practice more than heavenly power permits. Wow. Whose fiendful fortune may exhort the wise only to wonder at unlawful things, whose deepness doth entice such forward wits to practice more than heavenly power permits. Wow. embracing that powerful fortune of going after that thing. It's about it, you. Oof, there's a lot of intensity that comes with that Apollonian power, you know. Fiendful fortune. Fortuna is a dangerous goddess. She, is a fickle mistress, and fortune always changes, you know. And it's such a, yeah. If you want to practice that power, that heavenly power, you need to use your wisdom and you need to look at fortune, because fortune is what needs to be wrestled with and what needs to be taken, right? That's what a lot of these magicians are doing. They're trying to struggle with fortune. Those of you who love literature like I do, a perfect example of this would be seen in the Book of Mutability by Christine de Pizan, where she laments how fortune came after her and ruined her life, forced her to become a man in the fullest sense of the word, made her into an author, transformed her, and made her be the patriarch of her family, but also made her powerful. But even that changed again, fickleness. And if you cannot adapt and rise to the occasion, she will destroy you. But Christine de Pizan is a dragon. And through that power of fortune, she wrote some of the most profound literature ever put to print, transformed her world and ours to this day. That's the price of wrestling with fortune, right? To be transformed by fortune and to follow after it is to become a dragon, but there is always a price. Let's continue. All right, we're going to go to Book of Thoth. Every day someone asks me a recommendation for the tarot, and almost every stream I tell you, this is the book I recommend. All right. You can also check out Paul Hughes Barlow's Tarot in the Magus. Is really, really good as well. I highly recommend that book. All right. We are going to ask the muses to guide us through Crowley's Book of Thoth. All right. What is the inspiration? How do we move and flow? What is the message from Crowley? In nature, the obvious symbol of air is the wind, which bloweth whithersoever it listeth. It's a really interesting thing about the breath in the wind, listening to the winds. This is deep connection to the muses. The muses often speak through the wind, right? And music often needs to be, it's this intuitive energy, right? The air, right, is the wind, which bloweth whithersoever it listeth. It listeth. The thing with the wind is, in the air signs, what we're trying to connect here and understand is that they just go. They're free to travel. They're free to move. They're free to actually transform and grow, right? So sometimes we need to embrace this energy of the air. This really reminds me of the previous tarot from yesterday, because the message from yesterday is that we needed to manifest and upgrow ourselves to become this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, right? He's that air, right? He is this one who can move and flow with reason and logic, and is not bound. Interesting. All right. Okay, so we are now going to go to our Ganapati oracle. I love Ganesha. I love Ganapati. Profound energy, right? Akin to Hermes in the Greco-Roman tradition. Similar energies. Lord of the threshold and of the Ganas, those attendants of Shiva. And it's important with Ganapati that you pray to him first, because he ensures your message reaches where it goes, right? Interesting. All right, let's go. Cut this. Determination. This is powerful energy. And then immediately get this image of Taurus in Mars, right? This is about having the determination to pursue what you desire. What I'm seeing here is that you know what you need, you know what you want, you know what you're after, right? We've been seeing this even in the sortes. Love is here, right? They love you. That other person loves you. What do you need is that determination to reach them. Interesting. Wow. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love to see that. So before we get into our Crowley Tarot, today I'm going to do a little bit of something different. I was allowed to play with this really interesting deck here. It's a pretty deck. It's one of, I'm not sure, what is it called here? It's a black and gold deck. I've seen a lot of people use it. I've never used this before, but my partner told me to use it, so I'm going to use it, and we'll see what comes up. All right. So I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle here and then organize, and we'll get ready to do our Saturn Square reading with this new deck and see what energy comes out. Should be interesting. Okay. So we are going to do the Saturn Square reading. The Saturn Square invokes that power of Saturn to dissect our life and expose it on the plate, to look at the conflicts, to look at the tense situations and ask ourselves, how do we evolve? How do we best move and flow? What do we need to learn from this in our present? All right, here we go. We cut in 3, and the middle card is always the most important. 3 of Swords. Sorrow. Wow. This is a hard energy to see in the center, but it is also a very enlightening energy, especially learning about that wind that we were talking about, right? The swords are air, and air is so mutable. It is so all over the place. This is the sorrow about the reality, right? In many ways. And of, there is a love, but there's a distance, right? And that distance is painful, right? And we can all look at our time right now. It is the best of times. It is the worst of times. I don't need to see something. I don't need to say much for you all to recognize that there's deep, profound sorrow in the air right now as to our situation and where life is at as a global society. So I think it's important that we recognize that our mind is making us depressed because we can't see better potentials based upon the current situation, right? Maybe we can't fully imagine how we meet that person. Maybe we can't imagine how our society gets out of this mess, right? Let's see where this goes. That kind of 3 of Swords energy, though, it's a attack on the self. It comes from the self, and it is an attack on the self, right? It is energy that should be transmuted or seen through that lens of reason, right? Let's keep going. Wow. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. So what I'm seeing here is the sorrow is coming up as a result of this energy of the Queen, right? This is us trying to be in this state of logic and of teaching and of being real, right? Of being honest about the situation. And it's hard not to be sad about the current situation, right? Interesting energy. Let's see what's happening on the other side. All right. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. This is really interesting because we have this Queen of Swords who has all this logic but is depressed, but there's also all this material abundance, right? This is completion. This is having everything you need and then some, right? This is the wealth of the Plutos too. It's important we understand that the 10 of Discs, it's not talking about money. It's talking about wealth, right? Loved ones, joy, power to be people who truly care about you. That's real wealth, right? And that's what we're dealing with here. Money is a part of this, but not the main focus. The key here is that this Queen of Swords, right? She's manifesting all of this wealth, all of this profound connection, you know? But there's this sorrow here that's coming from this still. Let's see where this is going. Okay. All right. At the top, we have the Two of Cups, right? Two of Cups, this is love. Look here, we have that alchemical coming together of the twin snakes, right? Then you have the lion at the head at the top, that mother goddess imagery, right? This is the two coming together in love to reform that divine unity at the top. That's a beautiful image, you know, and love in these cups is about this embrace of that loving energy, right? Learning to share and to give freely with the other, right? And to be in the other. The snakes face each other, right? Wow. Beautiful. But it's interesting because this love is connected to that sorrow. Let's see where this is going. First, we're going to look on our other side here. So connected to our Two of Cups. Wow. We have the Eight of Swords. Interference. This is, again, this is a hard energy to deal with. This is that energy of trying to subconsciously holding yourself back, believing you're not worthy, believing you're not good enough, believing that things can't change, believing that you shouldn't be having all this wealth. You know, success is often the worst thing in some cases, right? If you're not able to psychologically handle success, it can be very, very detrimental, and you have to be careful. Let's see where this is going. The Chariot. This is beautiful energy because this is the energy that I had drawn to talk about for the title of the entire stream today. I use the image of Fortuna, the goddess of fortune, and she's spinning the wheel, and there's people on the wheel, and the wheel spins. You know, and what I had drawn when I do that, I had drawn the wheel card and I had drawn the tarot, and I had drawn the Chariot. And my thoughts for that was that this is the most embrace change energy I've ever seen. So that's what I had to put. And the Chariot is about this, right? It's about moving forward in change, right? It's about donning your armor and continuing in the direction you're going, right? Being on that path, right? This is about love. You are pursuing love, and you need to keep pursuing love. Remember the Sortes, he loves you. But there's this mental interference that's still making this a bit difficult, right? Because you don't think you're worthy. Wow. Let's continue. The Star. Wish fulfillment. Venus. Beautiful, right? That Aquarius energy. Love it to see this card right here too. At the bottom, underneath our Two of Cups and our sorrow, right? So that love, we wished for that love. That love came in as a result of this divine wish. So we absolutely need to pursue that love. Where is it going? Okay. The Three of Discs. This is all about manifesting and building that family foundation, that triad, right? Building into the physical world. So part of this wish fulfillment is that we need to, in order to fulfill the wish, we need to move towards it. We need to be building towards it, right? Your dreams don't just manifest, even if you do the magic. You have to make it so. And that's going to require movement. It's going to require change. It's going to require growth. And that's where this comes in. See where this is going. Dominion, Two of Wands, right? Dominion can always go either way, love or war. You want this to be put towards love, my friends, right? and use that will, manifest this powerful will, this expansive, explosive will, and that energy of the love. Manifest this transformation energy in your physical reality and bring about the wish. But there's still the sorrow here. It's interesting. I'm now going to tilt the camera down so you guys can have a quick look. But before I do, can you all just do me a huge favor and give me a like and a subscribe? The likes really do make a difference. They boost views in the algorithm. It games the system. So it's something little that you can do that makes a profound impact. And it is a little blessing and good karma. So please. And if you are interested in a private reading, you can reach me, snappydts@gmail.com. You will find my email in the description, or you can send me a PM on the Myth and Lore Discord, Snappy or Lady Snappy. All right. So let's tilt the camera and take a look here. I don't have the best setup here, not in my house, so please bear with me, everyone, as I try to get this all on screen. Okay, here we go. So here is our Saturn square. All right. And as always, we're going to start on this side, and we're going to look. We have that Queen of Swords. So that Queen of Swords can go two ways, right? That logical energy, this energy of thinking things through, can either lead to that interference or can lead to this material growth and transformation. The key is that reasoned energy. The Queen needs to overcome her interference. She's overthinking it, right? She knows what needs to be done, but she's thinking too much about it. Very interesting energy. Sometimes thinking prevents action. And what I'm getting here with the 3 is it's kind of like, you know what needs to be done to put things into play. You just need to put things into play and begin that physical transformation. But you're still interfering with it. Okay. All right. Center here with our sorrow, the love, and the star. Yeah. So it's like, again, you know, sometimes what you wish for, you dread. You know? And it's also this idea of, what if it goes wrong? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I can't manifest this? Right? Now that the love and the wish has shown up, right? Here's the thing. You're getting what you wished for. It's literally showing up on your front doorstep. And you are depressed about this? Why? You know? Why are you worried? Why are you so panicked? You know? And this is the central issue here, is this interference and this sorrow. You have to let this go if you truly want this love to flow. All right, let's continue. The Chariot, the Wealth, and the 2 of Wands. Wow. You are manifesting this through your will, right? You willed this. You are creating it. You're in that profound creation, and you are bringing this incredible wealth. You just need to keep on this path. Don that armor and keep going forward. Wow. So again, I keep seeing like the sorrow is not real, right? There's all this wealth. There's all this love. There's all this potential. There's this will magic. There's the wish. Why is there this sorrow and this interference? Okay. We're now going to do our angles, our diagonals. We'll start here. So yeah, the Chariot. The Chariot is that energy we need to overcome our doubts, to be able to manifest this loving family, to bring this physical change into our reality. The key is to do the hard work, to take responsibility and put it into action, to go to war with the self, to do what is necessary to fulfill the dream. You wished for it. It's here. Are you going to let it slip through your fingers? Right? And I know that that's scary. Even me just saying that. Let it slip through your fingers. That's what this sorrow is about. I wanted this for so long, and now that I taste it, what happens if I fuck it up? You know? Oof, intense energy. But what I'm seeing here is like, you're not going to fuck this up. Right? You got the 3. You got the Chariot. You have the wealth. You have the will. You have the love. Only thing in the way is mind, right? That interference and that sorrow. All right. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Thank you all. I hope that was rewarding and I hope that was inspiring. Beautiful energy from that deck. Okay. Interesting. I've never worked with that one before, but I felt like it resonated really deep. So I hope you guys liked it. We're now going to hop over to our classic Thoth Tarot. You know, the wheelhouse. All right. Where I am most comfortable. We are going to ask the muses to inspire us, and we're going to do the Saturn Square as a card just shoots out into my face. And what is it? The star. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? The star shoots out. Wow. And connected to the star, abundance, loving abundance. What did you wish for? You wished for the loving abundance, right? That divine drawing down of the star, bringing in this loving energy of that goddess to fulfill your desires, to really create them on the earth. And what did you desire? For your cups to be overflow, to have this loving communion. Where's this going? Interesting. So what I'm seeing here is that the wish fulfillment is happening, the abundance is coming in, the love is coming in, but there is this incredible desire for it to be here now, right? There's this oppressive force that is put into this that says, let's do this. I want it. Where is it, right? That's not how wishes materialize. And if you're in this energy of that lustful desire, you're oppressing yourself, right? You're greedy. It's not going to manifest for you. You have to be in flow. You have to accept reality and wait for that wish to come to you. Let's see where this is going. Wow. Connected to that wish energy on the bottom, we have freaking 9 of Cups, happiness, overabundance of loving joy, right? It's like you asked for friendship, you asked for community, you asked for these connections, and it's profound. And this is happiness, joy, love. Look at these cups. They're overflowing and they're filling each other, giving, receiving, and then there's additional love for charity as well. You know, it's just beautiful energy. See where it's going. So many cups. Now we have the Prince of Cups, right? Addis, that energy of trying to deeply connect to that profound flowing energy, the muse, the mother, right? That energy of abandoning the material and going for it, right? The Prince is that energy too of the young man who shows up immature, right? They have that outgoing energy of they want to share their love, they want to manifest it, they want to bring it in, but they don't really know how. What I'm seeing with them is that they are creating their wishes and they are drawing in all this love, right? Even though they're showing up in this mature way, in this immature way, sorry. Let's see where this goes. We are on a cup pull. Now we have love, happiness, and love. And the key to it is being in this energy of this one who seeks it out, right? Who's in that pursuit of the feminine, who's in that pursuit of flow, who's in that pursuit of love, and is willing to transform. The key with the water is they're willing to transform, right? Addis is that energy that goes through the transformation, right? They eventually, through the power of that beast that they ride on, castrate themselves, right? And then they transform into the Holy Mother. It's beautiful. Just beautiful, right? Love it, love it, love it, love it. You know? So let's see where this is going. At the top here, the Knight of Cups. Isn't this interesting? The prince is going to grow up to become the knight. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And it's part of that wish fulfillment. Let's keep going. And this is connected to, wow, profound tradition. This is that energy of a marriage. This is that energy of coming together of forces, the macro and the micro, right? That Venus in Taurus, very powerful energy to have at this time with all of our Taurus energy and our moon and our Mars. And connected to that night is pursuing love and marriage, connection, family, tradition, right? Those old, strong pillars. Let's see where this is going. Completing a cycle, right? What I'm seeing here is that this is that energy of you've been searching for this. You've had your cup and you were looking for that other. You're looking for that divine person that you can connect with, to share with in this exploration of tradition and of love and of togetherness. Well, that person has shown up. This cycle is over, right? Now it's about embodying this image, about being this mature knight, right? The love is here. Okay. Wow. This is beautiful energy. Wow. I'm now going to tilt the camera so you guys can see the full square. And as always, before I do, can you please, if you have yet to, give me a like and a subscribe. It makes a huge difference. And if you are interested, you can reach me, snappyddts@gmail.com, and inquire about a private reading, or message me on the Myth and Lore Discord at Snappy or Lady Snappy. I also do just normal conversations and chats. Like, I'm not going to charge you for only if we're going to do a reading, and only if it's a long thing, you know? I'm always looking to connect with people in this community. And if you ever have questions or you just want to say hi, come on Discord and give me a wave. All right. We're now going to tilt that camera. Here we go. Let us look at our cards. Center card is that wish fulfillment, right? The Addis, what we see here on this side with the Addis, the abundance, and this Hierophant energy. Yeah. This is an energy of looking for love, having a lot of love coming in, and then finding the one. Finding that love that makes you want to bind yourself, right? That makes you want to connect in a deep earthly way. Wow. Beautiful. Let's go here. The wish fulfillment, right? You want to be that Knight of Cups. You want this energy. This is where you're seeking to go, that one that can pursue love and can give love freely, right? Can be that profound, joyful person who shares their cup with everyone and manifests happiness. This is the wish. This is what you're doing. Beautiful. See where it's going. All right. What we see here is that there's a cycle has come to an end, right? The love has come in. Now it is time for change of this energy, right? This oppressive energy is done. What I'm seeing here is that there was almost like an obsession with looking for love, looking for a partner, looking for someone to fulfill you in some ways. But this cycle is ending, and it's ending, this oppression cycle, with love coming in, finally finding that. Now you don't need to obsess over it. It's here, right? Wow, that's beautiful. This is such a positive reading. My gosh. Okay, we're now going to do the diagonals. Yeah. Addis made his wish to become the knight, and the cycle has completed, right? This immature person is growing up. They're finding the love that they sought, and they're going to manifest it. The other diagonal, look at this. We have, you wanted love and marriage and family and commitment and this deep spirituality as well. And it's all here. It's all manifesting exactly as you wanted it. The macro in the micro. You're having your cake and eating it too, right? This is love and tradition. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I love this. This is such a positive reading. Oh my gosh. I hope that all resonated with you because it certainly resonated with me. But this is, loving energy of being in community, of sharing with others, of sharing that love, embodying that energy of the night, the one who gives love, right? And this is a reminder, if you don't, if for those of you without this connection in your life, you're seeking it out. That's what this is all about. For those of you with this connection in your life, go to it. Run to it right now. Your significant other, This is what it's about. The deep love. What I'm seeing here is that loving partner is what you want. And that love, that central love between you and your partner is what is going to bring about all of this other love that you desire, right? It's going to transform you into that mature knight, right? You only become the mature knight through the loving process, through being upgraded by the partner, right? Your partner always pushes you to be better. Remember, right? This is why it's so important when we look at like the love card. You see the mixing of the two waters to come together to create something new, right? And in the lovers, we see that even more so. It's that alchemical wedding, right? To produce Fanis or the Rebus, right? That divine androgyne. You must see yourself reflected in the other, right? Seek out love, seek out family. This is the message. This is the message for both of the tarot. This has been the message for the sortes as well. Just wow, incredible. I hope that resonated with you guys. We're going to do one more sortes, and then we're going to call it an evening. And I think I'm going to jump to Don Juan in Hell because this is fun and it's new to me. All right. Muses, guide my hand. What is the message from Bernard Shaw and Don Juan in Hell? Okay. The devil says, they will never be at a loss for an excuse for killing one another. I think this relates to also part of that sorrow energy that I was seeing with the previous reading is about the current climate, So I think this sortes is also about talking about the current climate. Don't get involved in political shenanigans. It doesn't matter. It's just team sports. They're going to kill each other over something. You need to avoid this like the plague. That's my advice anyway. Try to avoid the political fighting with people you're supposed to love, your neighbors and your friends. Okay? Right? Whatever you think about politics is fine. And go and vote, go transform, but don't fight and hate your neighbor. Okay? That's silliness. All right. Peace and love, everyone. This has been a beautiful reading. I hope it all resonated with you. Seek out love, seek out family, seek out reason. That's the message. Take care.